For the purposes of this video, I'm going to use the word Dungeon Master and Game Master interchangeably, simply because they mean the same thing, but more people are familiar with the word Dungeon Master. So you can't find a Dungeon Master. This should surprise no one because there's a lack of Dungeon Master friendly content out there, and I am not making this up. Folks, I have run game sessions where I had to supply all of the rule books. I had to supply the supplements to the rule books. I had to supply the maps. It took hours to draw these maps. I had to supply dice in some occasions. As a matter of fact, players can show up with a piece of paper and a pencil and they are able to play. One of the advantages I know about the old days of gaming is that usually there was some kind of Dungeon Master friendly material out there where they could pop open a book and find a quick map. They could pop open a supplement like the Monster Manual, which really is just a supplement, by the way, and find some kind of encounter to slap onto the table to challenge the players. I don't see very much Dungeon Master friendly content anymore. I don't see it out there anymore. It's not being published, and if it is, I can't find it. Dungeon Masters are leaving the hobby because, well, for one thing, the intense amount of work it takes. It takes a long time to draw those maps and write those notes and come up with a storyline, etc. And it can get expensive. Now, here's why it's a good idea to keep the Dungeon Masters. They are the ones spending the money. They are the ones buying the rule books. They are the ones buying the add-ons. They are the ones buying things like the Dungeon Master screen. They also have to supply the dice in many game sessions. The Dungeon Master is the only one that shows up with a fair set of dice. And so on it goes. Maintaining game balance helps maintain the storyline. And a lot of these player-friendly games are very open to things like power gaming and min-maxing. You've probably watched videos on this before. It's becoming a tired topic, but it's got to be brought up. And there's nothing for the DM to supplement that with. And the DM is the one spending the money. You think these publishing companies would get that into their heads on who they're actually making money off of. So if you can't find a Dungeon Master, this is one and only one of the reasons behind that.